What is going on, guys? If you have never seen one of our videos before, I am Johnny.
And I'm Lizzie, aka Frizzy.
She is Frizzy. She is Lizzie. Frizzy is not a, like, Benifer. You are Frizzy.
Yeah.
It's not like, Benifer, like
well,
Ben,
your
and,
name's
ben
not
and
Frank
Jennifer.
or something.
No. Or anything of an Izzy. Yeah. But we are here. We're excited. We are doing a style video.
Yeah.
If this is your first time watching, like I said, we also did a 2024 brands Bolo list. Mm-hmm. I'll put the thumbnail up there, but check that video out too, especially if you're new to reselling or reselling clothes. A lot of people have found it very, very helpful. So this is going to be a little bit different.
Yep. We resell online for hopefully a profit.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's always the goal. We have been reselling for just over 2 years. Yeah. Frizz is full-time. Mm-hmm. I am part-time. We're like a reseller and a half.
Yep.
But hopefully these tips will help you going forward.
So this video is to help you figure out like all the cores, style cores. So like
this is a training video.
Cottagecore, boho, Gorpcore, all the different cores that you have heard about. If you haven't, now you know.
Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. A lot of cores.
Yeah. And they help with keyword searches. If people are searching for some specific style, then you'll want to put those in your listing so people can find them easier.
And if you happen to just be new to cross-listing and you're using sites like Depop and you see all those style names and you're like, what in the world?
That's why I was like, what is all that?
We are going to, how many are we doing here? 10. We're going to touch upon 10 and then drop in the comments and let us know if you want to go any deeper into it. But ready to get started?
Sure.
Before we get started, hit the like button. Subscribe.
Comment.
All of those things.
I might look back and forth a lot.
Yeah, Frizz got yelled at. But make sure to subscribe for more videos. Check out that Bolo brand. But let's get to styles. Okay. The first style that we are going to talk about on our style list that you should know about is Cottagecore.
Yes, Cottagecore. So let's see. The definition of Cottagecore is: Cottagecore is inspired by a romantic interpretation of cottage life. The vibe is quaint little cottage tucked into a beautiful countryside surrounded by flowers.
Oh, okay. Is that like Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, like a
colonial,
like a romantic colonial style type, like the long dresses, the like dainty florals.
A dress you would churn butter in.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect.
What is this, like floral lacy kind of? Yeah. I guess I envision. Are some brands to look out for that kind of give that
so you can look out. Some of these brands are like top tier level brands. Like if you find it, it's a holy grail. Like Doan is very Cottagecore. It's crazy expensive. It resells for hundreds of dollars if you find it. I found it one time. I've only found it one time. But Doan is very Cottagecore. So is Love Shack Fancy. Again, another higher end brand, but very kind of cottagey. Corey.
But this gives you the opportunity, like these brands, if you research them and see pictures, it'll give you a little bit more of an idea.
Like Christy Dawn is another really, really high-end
which I had
brand.
never heard of. That's too awesome.
Very prairie style. And a lot of these brands can also be other categories too. So.
Yeah, it's not all one, but they have those
styles. They have those styles, yeah.
What are your feelings on Cottagecore?
I like Cottagecore. I like a lot of these styles. I'm just not a very stylish person. I'm minimalist.
We'll get there. Not yet.
Yeah.
So what do you envision when you think Cottagecore? Like what just comes to your head?
Like a long,
what's the outfit?
Like a long, flowy dress with like dainty flowers on it.
And for men, would it be like Colonel Sanders?
I don't think.
From working on the prairies.
Yeah, I'll do this one because next on the list is one that you like. It's Gorpcore.
Oh, so it's Gorpcore. Gorpcore is what you think of hiking in the mountains.
Like a crunchy
Colorado, yes. It is it's Rocky Mountains. The brands that you're going to think of, Patagonia, Patagucci, Arc'teryx, those outdoor brands, that is Gorpcore.
Yeah.
And can be very expensive.
Yeah.
and can have some things that sell for a lot of money. We've just sold an Arc'teryx jacket for like, what, $135? Arc'teryx, if you're not familiar with that brand, I'll pop a logo up there, but it's just like a skeleton bird guy.
You love your logo animals.
Yeah, even when they're
skeletal.
But anything that you think of that's outdoor, so REI, things like that, hiking, camping.
Even if you have like Columbia gear, like anything outdoorsy type, just tag Gorpcore.
Yeah. And keep in mind, you can put this in your title, but you want this in your descriptions. If you are cross-listing on Depop, Gorpcore is a drop-down option. So get to know Gorpcore 3, which is also a Depop style category.
It is one that I did not know.
Had to Google it.
I did, but now I know. And then for this video, I know.
And now you will know.
Now you know.
It is not croquet.
It's Coquette.
It's Coquette.
Coquette. Definition is Coquette fashion is a hyper feminine. So you'll see lots of lace, soft colors, ruffles, corsets, ribbons, bows, stockings, camis, and youthful and delicate Victorian influence.
Okay. Is this kind of like schoolgirl vibe?
Kind of, but like girlier, like more feminine-y.
So not plaid.
Like bows and ribbons and lace and ruffles, like the croppy tops. And then like the ankle socks with the ruffle around the top. So like the Mary Janes.
This is very like late 90s, kind of early 2000. Like I get like Cruel Intentions, Wild Things, pinks. Like those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And what are some brands to look out for in the Coquette department?
All kinds of brands have the Coquette, but I don't know if there's anything real, like maybe Reformation a little bit.
Okay.
Some of their pieces, but they could also be cottagey too. So
yeah, so keep in mind that not
specific
brands aren't necessarily style specific.
Yeah.
And these brands or styles, they really like... They start to get really narrowed down.
Well, a lot of the brands do multiple different styles too. Yeah.
So the third style to keep out for.
Coquette. Next up on our list is athleisure or sportswear.
Sportswear.
So on Depop, the drop-down menu will say sportswear.
Yes.
So this will go under that. And then athleisure is a good one to use on Poshmark because people search athleisure a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah. And these are all your activewear brands. So Vuari, which we love.
Great.
Lululemon.
Still okay.
Athleta.
Athleta's good. Newer styles, Athleta's good, yeah.
And how do you know if it's a newer Athleta?
It'll say the style name on the tag.
Yeah, and I'll pop a picture up here, but the Athleta tags now give you the style. So that's helpful. But yeah, anything that you would think of while you're being active. Yoga.
Like Nike even.
Nike. But like yoga pants.
Oh yeah, yoga pants.
Joggers.
Yeah, leggings.
Track jackets.
Sports bras.
Anything... We don't work out, but for those of you that do, what you would wear when you're working out.
I wear athleisure every day, and I don't work out. But I wear athleisure.
Yeah, we're more leisure than the ath part. We wear it when we're sitting on the couch. But yeah, so running shorts, anything that you would work out in, gym, yoga. And those are also... keywords to use in your titles and your descriptions as well. Like
athleisure.
People will say athleisure or sportswear or yoga pants or gym or workout gear, like any of those titles, and put those keywords into your descriptions. Again, I know we mentioned this before, but people search different things, and this will help your items to
be reachable.
Yeah. So athleisure sportswear is our fourth style you should be aware of. Fifth style that you should be aware of as a reselling guide. Bohemian.
Yeah, so Poshmark uses Bohemian, but Depop uses boho.
Yes.
But people search both or either.
Yes.
So
how do you spell Bohemian?
Bohemian.
There's a reason people just say boho.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is our given definition of boho?
So modern bohemian fashion was coined in the 60s And it is inspired by gypsy style, hippie fashion, and free-spirited, colorful aesthetics.
Oh, do not fear me, Gypsy. I only want your tears.
Do not fear me, Gypsy. All I want from you is your tears.
We love boho.
Yeah, I do love boho. And everything can be called boho, really.
Yeah, we just bought a rug that was pretty boho.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll post a photo of our new living room. Free People?
Yeah, Free People, Anthropology brands.
Are there any specific anthros that you can think of?
The whole store is pretty much
Anthro's
boho.
pretty boho. We went into, this is probably like Christmas time. I enjoyed my time in the Anthro
it's really nice
store.
in there. I go into Anthropology not to purchase things, but to look for any new
You
tags.
do market research.
You do market research in Anthropology. Yes.
I like that it's like, it's not just clothes.
Yeah. Christmas gifts, I bought some.
I would say that, like, if I was, like, a high school bro, like, so when I was in high school, it was like you went to Bath and Body Works, right? Like, you stocked up on the cucumber lemon, or cucumber melon for your girlfriend. I would now go to Anthro. I think that would be my power move there.
She would like that.
She would. I don't know, maybe. We'll ask. No. Okay, so Free People, Anthro, and then this one I
like
don't
know.
know.
Higher end would be like Spell and the Gypsy is a good, very boho brand.
That's top tier level.
Top tier.
That's top tier level. So. When you think of kind of that classic, like a boho outfit, like what kind of comes to mind for you?
Oh, anything and everything. Oh, like Johnny Was is very boho.
Oh, you love Johnny Was.
Yeah, very colorful, floralish.
Busy.
No, I wouldn't say busy, but
there's a lot going on.
Embroidery,
a lot
fringy.
of different patterns.
Yeah.
Of the categories that we have or will talk about, boho's pretty high for you.
Minimalist is my highest.
But would this be two?
I don't wear a lot of boho.
Boho, Bohemian, that is the fifth style you should be aware of.
Next on the list is Western wear.
Oh,
Johnny
yeehaw!
loves Western wear.
Giddy up! If you are a fan of 90s country, so you are thinking like Wrangler, pearl snaps.
Pearl snaps, yep.
Absolutely, pearl snaps are Western wear. Wranglers,
boots.
Cowboy boots. You put Scully, which is a vintage Western
they still make
wear.
Clothes.
Do they still?
Yeah.
We sold a suede jacket, leather jacket with the fringe.
It was
so a lot of fringe.
Boho Western. Oh. It was boho Western.
That's not gonna be on a test, is it? I got anxiety on it.
If you're not sure, just add a couple more.
Just throw it in there
Just
anyways,
throw it
right?
in there.
But Western wear, so anything you would wear to a country concert or to go line dancing, but definitely just
a Nashville bachelorette party.
Ooh, or bachelor party.
Yeah.
I use like keywords like cowboy, cowgirl. I used farm. I've used rancher. I don't know if anyone's looking
barn
there.
coat. Barn.
I've never used barn. Horse girl. But these are anything that you would. So a lot of times, I always struggle with where to put blue jeans like denim. But if they're Wranglers,
Western.
I just put Western. So anything like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Western.
Pew, pew.
Number 7 style.
Should
and
be
again,
number 1.
ranked in no particular order. Frizzy's favorite. Minimalist.
Minimalist.
So that's like nothing?
Definition.
Tell me that.
Minimalism is an aesthetic in the fashion context. Basically means plain or basic.
There's a new announcement. You're basic.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a beautiful, clean, simple, and a common trend. Well, you can use it in like your home life too, like home or
clean?
clothing. Rejects clutter and unnecessary detail.
So what are we thinking of? Because to me, minimalist is just like this is like blank.
I would consider your outfit athleisure.
But it's blank. It's minimal.
But it's more athleisure.
So tell me more about this
Minimalist. Okay, so
list.
Examples would be for like a mid-range would be COS. COS is very minimalist, kind of like neutral colors, good fibers, and like basic, plain. Yeah. Jenny Kane is one that's up there, up higher end minimalist. Jenny Kane is very minimal.
If you can tell, it's her label.
Yeah, her label is even minimal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just black and then black writing. You can
Black
hardly
on black,
tell.
yeah.
And then another one I would consider Eileen Fisher.
Oh,
Minimalist.
come on, Eileen. You
Yeah.
love Eileen.
Mm-hmm.
Can
so natural
things...
fibers, very basic, plain. Like...
So number 7, hopefully that didn't confuse you. Minimalist. Oh!
Ooh, this might be my number 2.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Ocht.
Ocht?
Yeah, Ocht.
Number 8 is login look.
Login look.
Login look.
Not
I want to
laggin.
I want to say laggin look.
We're-
Just American.
It's because we're northern. It's because we're from the north.
Oh, is that
Like
what it
my
is?
Buffalo accent comes out. It's like, oh yeah, that's laggin look. Login look.
Login look.
Number 2 on your list?
I really like I love to sell login look.
You love login.
Sells really well. Add that to your keywords and it does help. And even in eBay, I'll put it in the title, login look, and it really does help. Login look in German translates to layered look. So it's very layered.
They didn't teach me that in 3 years of German.
So I would say very oversized, casual, quirky, artsy, somewhat asymmetrical some pieces, but definitely oversized. Some layering. Yeah.
I always get like an earthy vibe.
Yeah. You're going to have
like a potato sack.
Natural fibers for sure. Like lots of linens, organic cottons, wools. Yeah. Silks. I don't know.
Yeah.
More linen-y.
Linen-y.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What type of brands give out some login lookers?
Ooh, so we've login look.
Sorry.
So we've sold this brand quite a few times, and every time we have found it, it sells immediately. It's the Gundren Sojin.
One of my favorites, just hands down. How many times have we found it?
4.
Wow, and you knew that?
Yeah.
You made that up.
No.
All
Look
right.
at our
So it's
previous
out there.
sales. Yeah, it's out there. I found it at the bins before.
Did you just rub it in my
Yeah.
face like that?
I found it at the bins before.
So it's out there.
It's out there.
Okay. So this isn't...
We'll put a label up on it.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it. What else?
Lisa Bain is one that I've immediately sells when I find it. It sells very quickly. And flax, I would consider.
Flax I've heard of.
And you find it a lot. Yeah.
And so login look is your second favorite style on this list. We're giving it. It's 8 on our list, but again, in
2
no
on mine.
particular order. Login look. If you have made it to number 9 and you have found this video somewhat helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Comment if this was helpful.
And subscribe, please.
And hit that subscribe. It's free to you. It means the world to us.
It does.
So please. But anyways, number 9, this one's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's grandma core, it's grandpa core.
Grandma and grandpa core.
Yes.
2 different cores, but still
Well,
fun.
one is more for grandmas and one is more for grandpas. But to me, this is fun because this is like those like vintage Christmas sweaters or like the sweaters with the cats on them.
Mm-hmm. Sweaters with the basket of flowers.
Just things grandma rocked.
Yeah. Like heavy heavy on the knits.
I think of like the denim shirts with the embroidery of like a fall scene.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Like kind of like art teacher-y
Yeah.
almost. And then grandpa core is like cardigans.
Yeah, cardigans, oversized sweaters, oversized knitwear with both of these, grandma core and grandpa core.
Yeah.
Oversized knit sweaters.
But I think a lot of...
I've seen people doing like the grandpa hats for grandpa core, like those like old school
like
trucker
the newsy
foam
hats?
No, like those old
okay.
school trucker foam hats.
Oh, yeah. So the hats that are like... just have like funny sayings on them that are very like... grandpa-y, borderline inappropriate kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That is grandpa core. There's not necessarily brands that specialize in...
I would say a lot of vintage.
A lot of
vintage.
Yeah.
But if you find a cool vintage piece, make sure to add grandma core or grandpa core into your listing.
But yeah, so, and I think of like sweaters with like the wood buttons.
Yep.
Being very grandpa core. If you were just in your full grandma core era, what would you be rocking?
What is that brand? We see it all the time at the bins. It had a moment last year. I can't think of it.
She's Googling it. Alfred Dunner.
I'm not saying Alfred Dunner, but
Alfred.
No.
It's not the best resell, but
No.
we said that Grandmacore and Grandpacore do not really have brands per se.
Yeah.
You had mentioned Alfred Dunner is just a very grandma.
I find it a lot at the bins, but it doesn't resell very well. So unless it's like a cool like Grandmacore sweater.
But the cool thing about Grandmacore and Grandpacore is a lot of the brands that don't resell well, like this is their chance too. Mm-hmm. If it's like a Roundtree in York or something, but it's got that cool great grandpa,
like Coogee looking,
or Coogee or who's the Cosby,
Cosby,
like Cosby sweater vibe, and that's actually another keyword that people use in titles. Yeah. If you think of what Bill Cosby wore on the Cosby Show, Cosby sweater should be in your title.
Cosbycore.
Ooh, not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But coming in at number 9, in no particular order, Grandmacore, Grandpacore. Number 10 on this list is probably my number 1.
Yeah, your favorite for sure.
It's Preppy.
Preppy, and that is so totally you all your life. Hardcore Vineyard Vines person, and that's total Preppy.
I transcended time, really, is what I did. I went through the late 90s, early 2000s, just Abercrombie and Fitch. My collar was popped. My curls...
That was Preppy.
My curls were tight. My hair was highlighted. Then I got older, and I went into the Vineyard Vines. Preppy. Again, Vineyard Vines, a great Preppy, like to give you an idea of Preppy Vineyard Vines, although from a resale standpoint, that has really kind of fallen off quite a bit. Tucker Nuck
is a very Preppy
on the
Preppy
lady
style.
side, right?
Sells really well too. Very, very, very well. Lily Pulitzer, I would consider Preppy. Southern Preppy, if that's a thing. I just made it a thing.
Yeah. Southern Preppy, I'm sure.
J. Crew is very Preppy. J. Crew is very Preppy.
You're thinking like sweaters, like quality sweaters,
like
collared
shirts.
Khakis, some khaki
chinos,
pants,
some chinos.
So that is going to be Dawson's Creek. If you watch Dawson's Creek, they were Preppy. I watched it.
We talk about
I had a moment.
I loved Dawson's Creek.
It was great.
Loved it.
How do you feel that like Pacey and Joey ended up together? Did that bother you? I don't remember
it. I know I loved it at the time, but did I retain any of it? No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Me neither.
You can recite the whole thing.
Word for word. And at number 10, my number 1, but again, no particular order, Preppy. And that is a drop option on Depop.
Yeah.
We'll see how long this video actually ended up being, but hopefully this was helpful for you. What we wanted to do was show you some styles, so hopefully we have done that, and let you know some keywords to use in your listings. Put these in your title, put these in your descriptions, wherever you can make them fit. Put them everywhere. If you are cross-listing, like we are using Vendoo, and you start to use Depop a little bit more, you'll see these styles in the drop-down options. If this video was helpful, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you would like more, because there's like 20-something just Depop styles.
Yeah.
So if that would be helpful, if this was helpful, if you were like, please never again, let us know that too. But we'll see you on the next one.
But say it nice.
Be nice. We are so thankful you have made it to the end of this video. If this was helpful to you in any way, comment below and let us know if you'd like to see more videos like this where we can help you reselling.